My name's Guy Kestevan, and this was going to be the very carefully kind of coordinated and segued third instalment of my Pace Trail Assassin project build. I'd gone through why I chose the frame, I'd gone through the kind of rolling chassis, and then I was going to reveal the big new SRAM GX Extended Eagle news. But then I ran out of time before the embargo came up, and because no one else had done a video on YouTube on Extended Eagle, I thought, well, if you've got it, you know, flaunt it. So I jumped in, did a quick video, which you may have seen already, so this has all come out of sequence. And then, inevitably, on a Thursday night, I kind of ran out of time to do another nicely lit and shot one in my new hipster brick wall bit of studio I've cleared out. So, here I am on a beautiful Yorkshire midsummer evening. The bike is ready to roll. I've put my fabric bottle cage on there. It's got my Crank Brothers Mallet E pedals on. It's got my XL fender, which I'm definitely going to need tonight. Running 20 psi in the rear, about 17 in the front, in these dissectors. Everything appears to work when I press the buttons. I appear to have brakes. I haven't bed the discs in, so the first descent's going to be a bit of a shock. Just to go through the admin on the bike. I weighed it, it's just over 13.5 kilos with pedals. So it's, you know, fairly light for a GX build and with relatively sturdy wheels. And, well, yeah, well, let's get out and see how this new bike handles a bit of exploring on some trails we haven't ridden before. And see if, you know, see if it rides like I remember it, because it's always interesting going back to a bike you've ridden before and seeing if those kind of well, not first impressions, because I rode it a fair amount, but seeing if those initial impressions hold true in the long term. So, strapping the camera on, buggering off onto the trails. Go! So, here we go. Slippery as hell already. Luckily, these dissectors seem to hold a line pretty well in dank conditions, even though Tri Brosnan designed them for drifty and dusty. And this is every bit as precise and kind of power hungry as I remember it, which is good because this is serious on camber. But that 64-degree head angle definitely helping keep it online through there. We'll see how it works when things get slower and twistier. For the record, I'm following a high tower, so a bit more travel but similar angles. And this is should probably have lights on. It's that dark. Oh, these routes are so slippery up to the rain. It certainly rocks a gear. Up we go. The longer front does make it less agile to bring the nose up, but oh, nice! Oh, that bike is all good. Pedal scuff, 170mm crank, slightly longer than they run on the normal build, but a bit more leverage. Lovely. At super short pace, stem, keeping it agile despite the fact it's so long and flat. Oh, it flows to those sections, but this is lovely! This trail's mint! I have ridden this before, but I can't remember when. I can't remember why I haven't been back here before. This is awesome! Right, what happens here besides needing lights? Woo! Go Ryan. Keep it going. Oh, hello. I reckon that little rocky slope there.
Right, sorry.
It's the curse of leading something. There we go. Fastest down the hill. Not sure I can claim that one. Woo! Yes.
Sorry guys.
That's alright. Okay. More mystery braille excitement on the Pace. So
One thing I'm learning, because the front end is so long and that fork is supple, you can really let it kind of run wide and rely on that stability. And the shock's actually pretty firm. It's got a lead, but it lands beautifully. You know, it's not as supple as a lot of bikes I've ridden recently. You can definitely see why I thought it was super clinical when I rode it, and to be honest, it's quite easy to feel like it's too firm, but then you get to sections like this and it's just beautifully settled and poised. And again, we've kind of got that. This really isn't as much drama as it feels like it should be. This is a sweet track. Hell yes! Woo! Drop! Drop! Oh man! Oh, how have we not done this before? This is the absolute nuts! Oh, that fork is just so supple. Oh. Social distance fist bump.
Oh yeah, geez.
COVID congrats. And because you've got all that low speed compression and stability, it just taps out tempo tires like this so efficiently and effectively. But definitely a very purposeful, racy tune. See that extended eagle goes. Not used the 52 yet. Oh, hello. Typical. The only problem, bike this long and slack, there's not a lot of weight on that front wheel if you're just not quite concentrating. So if you just kiss a slippery bit of route like that, off she goes to the side. But no problem winching back on to the group. Okay, no idea on this one either. It's pretty straight at the moment, so looks of it's great. See if we can find some fun bits off the side. Not complaining, it's straight. There we go, here's some turns. Yay! That's getting interesting. Come on, a second. Oh, it drifts nicely. Just because the wheelbase is so long. Oh, short stump moment. Big precision from these big Trudy bars. And this stem's really wide as well, so it's got extended carbon front end. Just keep it it's lovely bike to let it just kind of relax and just let it flow underneath your knees there. There you go. I'm definitely getting the brakes bedded in. Oh, turned up. Fine through there, stay high. Dip in. And we're out. That was rapid. Rap, rap, rap.
That is kind of dangerous.
Yeah.
Now you know it. It's like, okay.
Yeah, you'd pedal into that if you were really, if you were on the comm, that's a pedaler. Okay. Ready? Okay. So, not just totally new bike, but totally fresh trail in a forest I've been riding for ages. It's an absolute doozy. It really is. No idea this was in there. Proper little flowing single track. There we go. Failed to connect it last time. We got it this time. Sniper rocks everywhere. So, I'm really glad this bike has its wits about it now.
Well, I have to say, in terms of making a riding video, that's probably a bit of a disaster. Very wet, very dark. But in terms of a first ride, finding new fresh trails, that's been absolutely awesome. It took me a while to get used to a really firm shock tune again, riding a lot of quite soft bikes recently, so that, you know, but the way it pedals is superbly, and just the stability from the length of it and the slack head angle when you're going fast and loose on the more slippery bits, and still pretty accurate and you know, agile through the tight bits as well. So definitely very different to the Kotick, but definitely huge amounts of speed potential in this. Proper pinner, you know, it's been flying all night. But anyway, you probably can't even see me. I've got full beam on the van. That's the only lighting I've got. So thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe if you're not a subscriber. Click for notifications. If you really want to support what the channel's doing, maybe even buying some proper lights. Get onto the Patreon for a small monthly fee, and you get exclusive, extended and early edits as a result. But thanks for watching. I've been Guy Kesterman on Guy Kest TV on the first ride on my new Pace RC295 Trail Assassin project bike.